Okay, for chunk 2 today, we're going to look at actually making our Venn diagram from data that's given us. All right, so what this over here is our example, and what we're looking at in this long sentence, I'm going to read it out first. A survey of 30 people found that 21 like Australian rules football and 12 like soccer. Also, 7 people like both football and soccer, and 4 like neither football nor soccer. It's asked us to construct a Venn diagram. So we're going to pick the information out of this sentence. The first thing we're looking for is the total number of people is 30. So when we do our world, we're going to end up with eventually, we're going to have 30 people inside there. We need to add up to 30, much like our example with the class. Now it's told us that 21 like Aussie rules and 12 like soccer. So let's do a circle. And I might just go AR on there, Aussie rules. Let's do a second circle. See if you can make the gap where they intersect a bit big so you can fit a number in there easy. We're going to put an S for soccer on there. So it's Aussie rules on the left, soccer on the right. Now the first thing that we're going to stick in there is we're going to stick this both thing in there because that is something that is fixed. So what we did when we looked for both, here was our both, it was 7. 7 people like both. Let's throw our 7 in the middle. Now it's told us that 21 like Australian rules football. So that's the 21 is the total inside that circle on the left. We've already got 14 in there, so we just need to put, we've already got 7 in there. We just need to put the remaining 14. Now it says 12 like soccer, so inside our soccer circle on the right, we need 12. We've already got 7. Let's put 5 more. Now in this case, it's actually told us 4 like neither. So it's given us more information than it normally will. So neither is out there. And now all we have to do is add them up, make sure they do equal 30. So 14 and 7, 21, and 5, 26, and 4 is 30. Now in our examples, it's unlikely that they're going to give us all of that information so we can fill it in. We're probably going to have to calculate some stuff. Okay, so now we've done our Venn diagram. That was A. Now B, it's asking us some questions about this information. This will be very similar to my last example because we've now got a Venn diagram. So let's have a look. How many people like football or soccer? So that's everybody inside those circles, or it's just the total minus the number outside. So 30 minus 4 is 26. How many people do not like soccer? Do not like soccer is everybody outside of that soccer circle, 14 and 4, 18. Next question, like only football. So only football is people inside the Aussie rules circle and not in the both, 14. All right, so that's B, C. If one of the 30 people was randomly selected, find the probability they like football and soccer. Okay, so this is tying it back to our experimental probability. So we have 30 people in total. Our 30 is going to be on the bottom of all these fractions. So I'm just going to start off with by putting 30 on the bottom of all of them. And I suggest that when you're doing these problems, you might do the same. All right, one of the 30 people was randomly selected and find the probability of like football and soccer. Football and soccer, we found up the top their answer to 1 was 26. So we're going to go 26 on 30. Put that into your calculator as a fraction, push equals, and that will simplify it for you to a 13 on 15. Like neither football nor soccer. Neither football nor soccer is what we've got outside those two circles, which is our 4. Again, once you've got it on 4 and 30, put it into your calculator as a fraction, push equals, and that will simplify that for you to 2 on 15. Our last one, like only soccer. So like only soccer is inside our soccer circle, does not include those people that also like Aussie rules. So it is our 5 on 30. Again, in your calculator as a fraction, equals, and it will come out as 1 on 6. So let's have a look at your problems you've got here. So these ones again are going to be, I haven't copied what the colour is down the right hand side, I've missed it. They're a little bit harder probably, well they are. but they're not as difficult as the others. So what I've designated here, these two ones with yellow, you should be getting done in class. The green one is a homework one, so I might leave that one for you for homework as well, and just do the scaffolding on the first two to begin with. All right, so our first one we're going to do is this question 5. We're going to read it out. What we're trying to do is make a Venn diagram that looks like this. So you all have written in your book that thing. You're going to have your oval or square, you're going to have those two circles. This first one is a phone. The second one is an iPad. Let me read the question. In a class of 30 students, pull that 30 out. Remember what you're doing with that, your total. Write it down somewhere, like I did, where it'll remind you of how many the total is. Don't put it inside, put it outside the square. All right, now 22 carried a phone, 9 carried an iPad. 3 carried both a phone and an iPad. 2 students had neither. So it's giving you all the information again. Remember, you can't locate the top 2 numbers. You must locate the bottom ones first. So you can put into a spot those people that carried both a phone and an iPad, stick it in that common area. You can also put your number, which is a 2, of students that didn't like either. Sorry, so this first one was a 3. So 3 carried both. Okay, so once you've got there in those, the other bit of information was 22 out of the 30 have got a phone, 9 have got an iPad. You've already located which ones, the people that have got both, you've located those people that have got neither. Now what you do is you work out and locate those people that have got a phone but not an iPad, and those people have an iPad but not a phone. Now you're going to be answering these questions about this. So B, the first one pulled out. So this is just how many people, so this is just a number. Carried a phone or an iPad, includes carrying both. So it's a phone or an iPad or both. Question 2, do not carry an iPad. The third one, B3, carry only an iPad. All right, let's have a look at C. So this is where we're doing our experimental probability. You're going to come up with probabilities. So the first one is probability of, if one of the 30 people were selected at random, find the following probabilities. The probability of carrying a phone and an iPad. So I'm just going to go P plus I. The probability of carrying a phone and an iPad. Next is this one. Next, carry neither a phone nor an iPad. So I might go P, not P or I. So they're not carrying either. We're looking for the probability. Third one, carry only a phone. So that's our probability of a phone, not an iPad. Write down the probability down there. Okay, so that's that question done. Now we're going to have a look at question 6. So question 6, let's do that in green. We're doing this one. We're going to match up the diagram with the correct statement. So in here, what you're doing is you're matching up these diagrams down here with the correct statement. They've got letters on them. So this one is diagram P. This one is diagram Q. This one is diagram R, diagram S, diagram T, and diagram U. You're looking to match the statements up the top. We've got 6 statements here. So what you will want to do is just write down these letters, P, Q, R, S, T, next to our numbers. So the first one is not A. So it is not A. It is everything except for A. The second one, the question is A or B. So either A or B, and you're matching up that diagram. Third one is A and B. So where is A and B? Fourth one is B. So it is B. That's the next one. 5 is B only, so only B. And our last one, if I can get my Roman numerals correct, is neither A nor B. Okay, so in this next one down here, which I'm going to leave you for homework, we've got a diagram, 2 Venn diagrams, A and B, and what you will need to do is find probabilities. All these things are probabilities. You might be able to, perhaps, have a go if you're looking at this in class, otherwise wait till you get home. Here is your Venn diagram. You've got a circle A, a circle B. It is asking you for probabilities here as we go across. This is the probability of A, the probability of A only, the probability of not B, the probability of A and B, the probability of A or B, and the probability of neither A nor B. See if you can do one of these maybe in class. Now with that description, which you'll have to stop, I know, and slow and pause, but you've got your square here, and that is all numbers with A on the left and B on the right.